Hey guys, Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. This is part 2 of our classical gas lesson. And we're going to start here. Where are we going to start actually? So we're going to start where we left off. We did that little ascending figure. Okay, so we covered that. And now we're going to this part. Alright, so we're here at the first fret on the 6th string with your second finger at the 2nd fret on the G string. Play those together. You can just do it with your thumb and middle finger. And then the open string, on the open G string, while you still hold that F. Then come back down with your second finger and hit the 6th string open with it. Then hit, so you basically hit this G string twice now at the 2nd fret, and then open. So the first one you just hit it once, then go open, and then twice. Alright, and then we have that's the same ascending thing that we really ended the last lesson with, so we shouldn't really have to cover that. And then we have this thing, which is kind of quick. It's just kind of building and building and building, taking us to this little chorus section, I guess. So we have, that's a C major chord. You're going to pick the open high E string with the thumb on the 5th string at the same time. Then descend middle finger on the 2nd string, and then the open G. So get that pattern in your hand. Now I'm going to switch to an F. You don't have to play the full F. Just play the open A string and hold the first 3 strings down. So the bar at this 1st fret across the B and the E strings with your 2nd finger at the 2nd fret on the G. Same picking pattern again. Then we'll go into a D7. Now this D7, you're gonna just hold it like a standard D7, and then we're gonna have, now the bass note is gonna be on the D string though. Pattern's exact same besides that. Then move that up to this G, which we have at I got my 2nd finger here on this 3rd fret on the 6th string, 3rd fret here on the high E. Now the bass string is obviously going to be on the 6th string. Other than that, the pattern is the same. So we have, and then move up here, your 1st finger at the 4th fret on the high E. Now what that was is I'm going to hit the low E string with that 4th finger, 4th fret there. And then that's with my middle finger on the high E string. Then the B string is going to be played with your index finger. And then you're going to go to the 5th fret on that string, pick it with your middle finger, then back to the open B, then to the 7th fret, then back to the open B. So we got, and that leads us into this A minor chorus section. Alright, so this is not too difficult. We have a open A string, and then you're going to play a melody on top of it. So the first note you play with your pinky at the 8th fret on the high E string, you pick the open A with it. So I got just my middle finger on the high E. Then you play 7, 5, then over to the 8th fret on the B string. I'm just rotating it middle, index, middle, index. Then back to the open A, back to the 5th fret on the high E, back to the open A, back to the 7th fret on the B string. Alright, prepare for this next one by doing a bar across the 1st and 2nd strings at the 5th fret. And then you're going to hit the open D. And while you still got that bar, but put your 2nd finger on the 7th fret there on the B string. So you're going to pick the open D, and you're going to pick across the high E string to the B string and then the open D. And then do that again, but just lift up this 3rd finger. And then the last note will be an open A. So we have this. So exactly the same first melody we did. So that's just like the first measure of that part. And then we have this, which is open D to the 8th fret on the B, do that again, and then over to the 5th fret on the high E. Back to the original melody again. So we keep coming back to that, and then this last little bit, which is just open D and then 8, 5 on the high E, and then 8 on the B string. Then we have this figure, which is with the orchestra, which is really buries the guitar. He does it a little bit different every time, but the chords that he's playing are easy to figure out. It's just the pattern that's what's going on in the right hand is kind of strange. But the chords, basically how I'm doing it is I just hit the G bar chord at the 3rd fret, hit the low bass string, and then the top 3 strings all together with your index, middle, and ring finger. Then switch these fingers over to play a C major chord. You can just keep the bar the same. But now you hit the bass string on the 5th string, and then same top 3 notes. So we got. Then do the exact same thing at the 1st fret. And then we have this, which is just going to be your 3rd fret on the B, 2nd fret on the G. You have the high E string is open A, and then those 3 top strings together. Do that 4 times. And then put your 3rd finger down at the 3rd fret on the D and pick across 5 strings. We're going to pick your thumb on the open A, then over that same thumb over to the D, the same thumb, not a different thumb, and then 3rd, 2nd, 1st string, just with your index, middle, and ring. That brings us to the chorus section. So we're going to pick up in the next lesson when the guitar comes back in after the orchestra section. All right, see you then. Bye bye.